I'm with Dushy Goonawardhane of Schneider Electric. Dushy, can you tell us a little bit about your job?
Yes, I'm the Business Development Manager for Cooling Solutions in EMEA, and specifically focusing on launching and introducing the EcoBreeze solution to the marketplace within EMEA.
Dushy, we've been discussing a new data centre in Besançon in eastern France. Can you tell us a little bit about how that data centre has arisen?
Yes, that's the Neoclyde data center, a joint venture between two companies, which is Neo-Telecoms and Neoclyde data centers. So that is they're in the business of hosting managed services and storage services, and they provide that to the local clientele in the Besançon city.
So it's targeting a local audience, and they've chosen a modular, scalable architecture for that data center.
That's right. Like many other hosting and colo companies in the business, they wouldn't know what the day one or the end holds for them. So they wanted a modular and a scalable system that will work for them, so that they could grow with their clientele, taking space.
Got you. So they can scale according to demand as their customers grow.
That's correct.
And I also understand from our discussions that they've chosen the EcoBreeze cooling solution from Schneider Electric. Can you tell us how they've come to that conclusion?
Yes, while they wanted the right level of resilience, they also wanted to achieve very high levels of efficiency. So they wanted to go for an economizer-based cooling system, which means that they use a cooling system that uses the outside air temperatures and air conditions to make the maximum efficiency, to cut out mechanical cooling, which means the usage of compressors and other mechanical devices to cool the data center.
So how do you come to the decision that something economizer-based is perhaps a better solution than, say, a traditional chilled water solution or perhaps a DX cooling solution?
Yes, it's two different philosophies. In a sense, you can't compare the two. The applications drive those decisions. However, using an economizer-based system will always drive more volume of free cooling. For example, if you consider a typical chiller-based system, it will provide free cooling between 40 to 60% of the year, whereas an economizer-based system will always cool about over 90% of free cooling for a year. So that has a massive impact on the energy bills.
So in terms of number of days of free cooling, what does that equate to for the Neoclyde data center?
So it is actually about 347 days of the year, which is greater than 95% of the time.
And do you need a certain sort of local climate in order to be able to take advantage of economizer-based solutions?
Yes, the climate is pretty important. However, if you consider countries like Spain, countries like South Africa, you still can achieve about 95% of free cooling.
What, even in very high temperatures? Even
in very high temperatures, wherever the weather is dry or there is less relative humidity, those climates are suitable for economizer-based systems.
Got you. So you're expecting a lot of traction for EcoBreeze?
Yes, indeed. We've already have a lot of interest in this kind of solution, as well as EcoBreeze, especially the fact that it's modular and scalable will allow clients to grow with it.
One of the things about EcoBreeze is that it's delivered by truck. Has that sort of arrangement been important in this particular application? In other words, with all of the engineering going on at the factory, or a great deal of the engineering going on at the factory, does this present any specific advantages to customers?
Absolutely. The EcoBreeze is factory manufactured, factory tested, and a standard ISO-containerized product. So it is you don't have any surprises on site. All you need to do is you connect the ducting and it's ready to go.
And there's a lot of site preparation to go on ahead of that?
A little bit of preparation. Obviously, the EcoBreeze container needs to go on a permanent stand and a structure. That needs to be ready, and the ducting needs to be prepared when the product comes to the site.
But that the container can sit in a car park, for example, and it doesn't have to take up any grey space or white space.
Not at all. So that's one benefit that you'll have. There is no cooling wouldn't take any data center space at all. It'll stand outside, and that brings the other point where the data center would have to have sufficient space to park a 6-meter or a 12-meter container outside its premises.
Just going back to the way the technology operates for a moment, isn't there a danger with using outside air to cool internal data center air, that there's going to be cross-contamination or something?
Very good point, Damien. In this case, EcoBreeze is an indirect evaporative cooling product, which means there are two air streams, the IT air and the outside air, and these two air streams don't mix. They are kept separate so that the integrity of the data center air or the IT air is kept clean and precision.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Dushy.